Every morning, before I check the charts, before I check the news, before I check a single candle, I open the word. Because as much as I trade currencies, the real value is in money. It's in my mindset. It's in my peace. It's in my relationship with God, which is Jesus Christ. What if I told you that faith and trading discipline comes from the same place, which is trust, patience, and surrender? You need to surrender to the markets just like you need to surrender to Jesus Christ. Now, this video probably won't be the most popular video on my channel, but it will be the realest. If you guys have been following me, you guys know I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, and I truly believe he's the reason why I'm at the level of success that I am. I truly believe that my strategy is blessed by God because I prayed for that every single day and I worked hard for it, right? Faith and works go together. You can't have faith and not put in the work. You cannot put in the work and not have faith. It's just not going to work out for you. And it took me a long time to realize this. I was trading for years and years without faith, just putting in hard work. And I was putting in hard work. I was waking up 4 in the morning, studying all the way to 12 at night, doing it over and over and over for years and years, testing every strategy, learning from every mentor, meditating, trying to make the perfect morning routine, trying to do everything right. And it just wasn't working. No matter what I did, it wasn't working. It would work for a week and then I would just be destroyed by the market. I never understood why until my mother told me, you know what, you need to put this in God's hand. You need to surrender it and just put it in his hands and say, I leave this to you. Whatever you want to happen will happen. So I started working harder and praying even harder and really building that relationship with Jesus. And I'm not just talking about waking up, praying, please make me rich, please make me successful. No, I'm talking about really building a relationship, talking to him every chance I get. All throughout the day, I'm speaking to God. He's not only my father, but he is my best friend. I'm speaking to him about things that I can't speak to no one else about. And I have to be so real and honest with him because he knows when I'm lying. I cannot put on a character. I cannot put on a front with Jesus. He knows the truth. He knows what's in my heart. He knows what's in my mind. So this is the only person I can be 100% honest with. And lots of people don't realize how valuable that is. You can be 100% real with this person and not be judged. This is very valuable. You know, in trading, we learn to trust the process. You can't control every candle. You can only control your risk and your response. And that's exactly how faith works. Proverbs 3:5 says, trust in your Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In trading, setups fail. When stop loss gets hit, it's easy to panic. But what if that stop loss was protection and not punishment, right? It just protected you from blowing your account. So let's not look at it as this thing that's like, oh my God, I can't believe my stop loss got hit, right? That just protected your account from being blown, right? Maybe you lost 1%, but at least you didn't lose the whole account. Just like Jesus closes certain doors to lead you to better ones, he can close trades that would have blown your account. Most traders really lose because they're chasing the markets. They're trying to make the money back that they lost. They're trying to find their next setup, but the market rewards patience, just like Jesus rewards obedience. When you wait for confirmation or a certain confluence in your trading, that's having faith in your trading plan. When you wait on God's timing, that's having faith in his plan. Luke 16 says, whoever is faithful with little will be trusted with much, which basically translates to, if you're faithful when you're broke and you have nothing and you're depressed, he will trust you when you're rich and successful and happy. So maybe God is teaching you patience through the charts, right? You're taking all these losses, but it's not to hurt you. It's to build you up to the person you need to be. You got to realize when you're praying and you're asking Jesus to give you these certain things to help you reach these certain goals, he needs to mold you into that person that deserves that. So he's going to drag you through the mud until you become that person that deserves that and that could handle that, right? He's not going to give you a battle that you can't handle. So he's going to turn you into that person that can handle that battle, because there's a lot of things that come with it and you just don't understand it or you're not expecting it. So he's going to make sure you're ready for that battle. Now, I'm not making this video to sound like the perfect Christian because I've never pretended to be that. I've always been transparent with everything. I still deal with a lot of things that I'm sure Jesus is not happy with. I still deal with moments where I get mad at God. I get mad at Jesus for things that I deserve or I felt that shouldn't have happened. When bad things happen, I'm like, why did that happen to me? I'm faithful. I'm helping the needy. needy. I'm helping the people that are hungry. I'm helping people that are going through really, really bad times. Why is this happening to me? I don't deserve this, God. Sometimes I get mad. Sometimes I get frustrated. Sometimes I throw a tantrum, right? But don't ever think for a second I have left Jesus' side. That's not the case, right? I love Jesus Christ. He changed my life. He's done so much for me and my family. But sometimes things might happen where I get upset, right? You might have a family member. Maybe you're mad at your parents, right? You still love them with all your heart, but maybe you just step away from them a little bit, right? Then you have to come back. Maybe you guys get in an argument, whatever happens, right? Jesus is your father. Same thing. I might get mad. I might throw a little tantrum. You know what I mean? But I still love him with all my heart. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I deal with a lot of problems, right? He died for our sins. He knew we were going to sin, right? You know, there was a time where I thought the charts were my master. I would wake up and check the charts before I even thank God for waking me up. I would win one day, I would lose one day, and those emotions would base how the rest of my day would go. So if I would lose, I would have a bad day. I'll be irritated, not wanting to talk to no one, having mood swings, not reading my Bible, just upset, not wanting to help people in need. But when I would win, I'd be happy. I'll be doing God's work. I'd be preaching. I'll be trying to help everybody, right? I was letting my emotions be attached to my trades, and that's the wrong way to go about it. You really got to get your emotions in check and put your faith first, right? So if you lose, have faith that you're going to win the next time, or have faith that you will win by the end of the month. Stop having mood swings and throwing tantrums because you lost one day or you lost 2 days in a row, right? As soon as you win, all them losses are going to be erased. And I realized something powerful. Those losses that I was taking wasn't testing my skills. It was testing my faith. Will I still be faithful? Will I still be doing God's work even on a losing day? It's easy to help the people in need. When you're winning and you're making all this money, it's easy. But when you're broke and you don't have no money and you still decide to just surrender to God and be like, yeah, I'm going to give this person money to buy food and I know you're going to take care of me. That's putting faith. Doing it when you're broke and you have nothing, that's showing faith. It's easy to give when you have an abundance of it. When you don't have nothing and you barely have anything and you give it away, that's what God likes to see. And one thing I want to leave this video off with is, you know, I heard someone say this on TikTok and it really stood out to me. And I think people need to hear this. You know, you don't need to clean your house before you let God through that door, right? A lot of people think they need to clean their house before they let God through that front door. And that's not what it is. And I feel like I'm a prime example of that. You guys see me doing things I probably shouldn't be doing, right? Drinking alcohol, partying, cussing in every sentence, right? I still make mistakes. I'm far from perfect. And I always say that. Only thing about me is that I'm transparent with it, right? I put it on camera. Whatever I do in my life is on camera. I'm not one of these traders that hides all that stuff and gets on camera and looks perfect. Oh, one day I just woke up and I'm perfect. I don't cuss. I don't sin. I don't do none of this stuff. A lot of people do that on YouTube. They fake it. Not me. I'm transparent. Look at this is me as a whole, right? You're going to see the good. You're going to see the bad. You're going to see the ugly. I want you to like me for me. I don't want you to just like the person I portray to be on YouTube. So yes, I have a lot of things that I need to probably fix, but I do not fake it. I'm not going to pretend or anything like that. I know my relationship with God. So I'm telling you guys, you don't need to clean your house before you let him in. Just let him in. I have a challenge to end off this video. I want you to pick up your Bible, KJV Bible, and I want you to read 10 minutes a day. That's it. Just 10 minutes. That's all I'm asking you to do. 10 minutes a day. Set a timer on your phone and read 10 minutes a day. Any book you want. You can start off with Ephesians. You go to John. Anything you want to do. 10 minutes a day. Just read it. In 30 days, I promise your life will change. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be rich and profitable trader. I'm not saying all that. I'm saying your life will change. Just watch. Who knows? You might be rich. You might be a profitable trader. But just 10 minutes a day. You can't be praying to God, telling him to make you successful, telling you to heal your sickness, telling you to give you all these things that you want, help you reach your goal. And you can't even read that Bible for 10 minutes a day. Just open it. You can do longer, great, but at least 10 minutes. But that's it for this video. Jesus changed my life. He can change yours. See you guys in the next one. Peace.